The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
All right, I don't know whether to call this a DBR Bites or an emergency podcast. I guess this is DBR Bites, episode 102, but this is unexpected, folks. Jason Evans here. I'm joined by Donald Wine. Donald is literally sitting in a car in Austin, Texas, on his way to San Antonio. How you doing, my friend?
It's parked. It's parked, by the way. I am in a parking lot at a shopping center waiting for dinner with a friend. But yes, I'm in Austin. I'll be going to San Antonio late tonight, but we had to jump on because this was pretty cool what we just did.
Yeah, exactly. So all week I've been reaching out to prominent Duke fans and analysts and all that. You guys have been getting the content Fire Hose Week. Well, I also reached out to a few of the parents on the team that I know, and one of them said, "You know what? Yeah, sure. I'll chat with you." It just happened in the past couple minutes that we got on the phone with Chari Nordgaard Knueppel, Kon Knueppel's mother, also the mother of 4 additional basketball players and a heck of a player herself, the all-time point scoring leader at Wisconsin Green Bay, a very, very good basketball player in her day, and now the mom of a very important Blue Devil. No more from me right now. Let's get you to that conversation that Donald and I had just moments ago with the mother of Kon Knueppel. So we now welcome Chari Nordgaard Knueppel to the DBR podcast, the Duke Basketball Roundup. Chari, thank you so much. I know that you're furiously packing right now. You're literally about to get on a flight. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. My bed is full of all the clothing options that I'm going to be trying on in a little bit here and packing them in my bag. And my husband and my 2 little ones, Kid and Cash, we're going to head down to Chicago tonight and then fly out really early to Dallas and then drive the 4.5 hours to Austin. But we'll be there by 2 by the open practice. We hope, God willing, we'll be there.
So Cager and Kinston are not going to make it. Is that correct?
It was a tough decision, but Kon said you don't skip playing basketball to watch basketball. Okay? And we were like, well, it's the Final Four. When are they? They're not going back to the Final Four, Kon. Hopefully maybe they will. But so the boys chose. Cager and Kinston chose to play in their first AAU team tournament. So it's their first year with these new teams. So I can understand it, but I was on the side of them going to the Final Four, but they wanted to go, and Kon said, we're going to go to the tournament. So,
I'm impressed with the dedication, and as Duke fans who have experienced the Plumlees and other families that have sent multiple players to Duke, we hope that it pays off in the end.
Oh my goodness! Hey, I would be just thrilled if any of my next kids become good enough to go to Duke. That would be a dream of a lifetime, really.
So I wanted to ask the bond that you and the rest of the mothers and the parents have shown is something that we as Duke fans have not really seen publicly. And the fact that you guys feel like you're always together, the motherhood, the fatherhood has always been great. When did that kind of start? Was that something that cultivated before your kids, when they were being recruited by Duke, or was that something that kind of blossomed after they got to college?
I met all of the freshman parent mothers, all the freshman mothers, except for, Kaman I didn't meet his family because he wasn't there. He was out of the country. But I met all of the mothers of the freshmen at the Jordan Brand Classic probably a year ago now. I think that was last spring. So we had a little bit of a text thread going, but as the season went on, as the season started, that's when we really started to bond. There's a family room that we go to after every Duke home game, and where we go to wait for the boys to come out of the locker room, and they usually take a long darn time. So we have a lot of time to visit. And then it's just really cultivated from, we have a mom's text thread going. So every day, it seems we have something to talk about. And so that's really brought us together. And then finally, when we get to travel on the road together, certainly, especially the ACC tourney and now these NCAA tourneys, where we're all in the same hotel. So, we're hanging out. Hey, you want to go to lunch? What are you guys doing? What should we do after the tourney? And a lot of times Duke has receptions before and after the games for us to, get food and drink.
So I want to take you back to the ACC tournament. Cooper Flagg gets hurt. Cooper gets injured, and suddenly Kon too is got to step up. What was it like watching that? Were you absolutely confident? Were you like, yeah, he's going to be able to handle this no problem? Because what he did, I mean, obviously he won ACC tournament MVP, which is unbelievable. Right. I mean, what an incredible thing for a freshman. I want to know from a parent perspective what that was like.
Well, it was just the culmination. It kind of felt like the culmination of the hours and hours of hard work that he's put in, and just being celebrated just meant a lot. And I was really, I don't like to say I'm proud of the things that he wins and, the accolades that he gets. I'm proud of the hard work that went in behind that he did that, So as a parent, that I feel nothing but pride for your child, reaching new heights. So I wasn't so you asked if I was like worried or what. I've seen Kon take over games so many times, more times in high school. So I knew he had it in him, and I knew he wasn't going to there was no losing. There was, he just knew we're not losing any games. So I knew you might see a new added fire there.
So you talked about work ethic. I saw an article about Kon just I think it was just today or yesterday that said that he had watched the NBA draft last summer and he saw Jared McCain and Jeff Shepard get drafted in the first round, and he sort of went, "Hey, I can do that," and that it ratcheted up his desire, his work ethic. He just attacked his workouts and made himself better. Did you see like a light bulb come on for him?
You know what? To be perfectly honest, I've never heard him say that. So I knew that like in April, assistant coach Emmanuel Dildy came out to our house, and because he was explaining to us the transfer portal and a lot of players leaving, a lot of players coming in, and he just wanted to make sure that we were feeling okay about that, and where's Connie's position on the team, and all, like that they still, they were not recruiting over him necessarily, but it's still going to be hard for him, like he needs to, especially his big reasoning for coming out was saying, dude, you have to be ready. Okay, we're depending on you to be ready. All of our plans, we need you to come in and be in the best shape and be 100% ready from day one to be a contributor. So that was in April, when the draft is in June, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he was doing really well and having that fun idea from Dildy in April, and then sees the draft. He's like, hey, they're going to expect me to come in right away. Now I see the draft. That looks pretty cool. And then that ratcheted up. He certainly didn't tell us that, but I maybe, know who we should ask is his trainers.
So as we mentioned, you're heading down for the Final Four. I will be there, so hopefully I will bump into you at some point. But this is the culmination of what every college player dreams of. And what would it mean to Kon too? What would it mean to you and your family if he were to be able to lift that trophy?
Oh my gosh. Okay, you just gave me butterflies thinking about it. It's the whole reason he went to Duke. He went to Duke to practice against players that are the best in the country every day so that he could get better. He went to Duke to play on the largest stage, sold out arenas everywhere you go because that's fun. And he went there to win a national championship, to compete to win a national championship. So it will make me feel so exhilarated for him because it will see all of his goals come true for his college career.
Has he spoken to you at all lately about what he's feeling? Does this feel different? Are they doing anything different in preparation for this? The Final Four is so incredibly special. You know, what have your conversations with him been like over the past few days?
Well, do you want me to bring the hair clippers? That's one to cut his hair. You know, he hasn't let me touch his hair. What else? Hey, he saw a cool shirt on Instagram. Can you buy me that shirt, please? I'm trying to think what other conversations. No, we haven't talked basketball. It's just kind of business as usual. And I don't know what they're doing. I see what they're doing probably just like you guys on Instagram, you know, or on X. They do such a great job of keeping us, you know, the media team at Duke does such a good job of keeping us, you know, in tune with where they are, you know, getting on the plane. Here we are at the Spurs, you know, center. And so, no, I don't have any insight on what they're doing.
Well, Chari, we are so thrilled you took a couple minutes and chatted with us in the midst of packing. Don't forget anything. bring those hair shears for Kon too,
Yes,
but
right.
not until Monday, not until after, I guess Tuesday, because we don't want a Samson situation here where his haircut.
Yes. Yeah, no, I you know what? It's just going to be a little bit on the neck, you know, shaping up his sideburns, I believe. Maybe clipping it out of his, you know, his eyes a little bit. It'll not be his overly dramatic cut, I don't believe.
Well, congratulations, by the way, on raising a wonderful son. I mean, we've been seeing all year the dedication that these guys have, the camaraderie, the fellowship, the brotherhood that they have shown for each other has been inspiring to all of us who are fans. And the camera loves you, by the way. I know we're going to see you at the game on Saturday night and hopefully on Monday as well.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Go Duke. All right. We'll see ya.
All right, Duke fans, the finals for March Mania are here. And the only thing for sure is it's the last time to bet on college basketball this season. Get in on all the action, expected and unexpected, with DraftKings Sportsbook.
That's right, Donald, with live betting, exclusive content, promos, parlays. DraftKings is the ultimate college basketball destination for March. And if it's your first time using DraftKings, you can get something special. $5 in bets for $150 in bonus bets instantly. It is a great deal as we close out the season.
Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DUKEBB. That's code DUKEBB for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Back from the break, Donald, the first thing I want to say is like, that was a ton of fun. She's just, she's a pleasant, she's, you know, honest. I feel like the idea of her bringing hair clippers to clip her son's longer, increasingly growingly long hair. That's just hysterical. It's great stuff.
You don't shave the playoff beard until the playoffs are over. So like you said, hopefully it's a victory celebration. She can do what she want with his hair if we win it on Monday. But I think it's just great, right? You could tell how proud she is of Kon. Just the fact of how he's been able to step up. And even like I think the insight and how all the families kind of got together and got to know each other, and like she even mentioned that she got to know Kamen Malawach's mom like a little bit later on because he was out of the country and did not come to Duke until much later. So I think it's been great to see that blossom. As we've mentioned, it's unlike we've seen parents like maybe joined at the hip, but like not a whole set like of parents. The whole motherhood, the fatherhood thing is really cool. And again, the walls of Duke, the Duke basketball, and the brotherhood and the team unity that they have shown has kind of grown outside of those walls to the parents. And I think that is incredibly special. And honestly, it's probably why we're on this unique run right now.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. The tightness of this team, you can't help but notice it. You notice it from the players. I mean, like we've gotten some incredible behind the scenes stuff from the Blue Devil social media team in recent weeks. I love the stuff that Neil Begovich was doing a few days ago, like where he asked Cooper Flagg, what are the 3 things you take with you to the apocalypse? And Cooper's like, food. I think he said food, a gun, and Kon Knueppel.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are just having such a great time playing together. It's a crime that we only have, a few more days of it, regardless of whether they win it all or not. That they're just enjoying the heck out of it, and we as fans are getting a little piece of it. It was great to talk to Sherry. She was just fabulous there.
I mean, when she said she got goosebumps when I asked what it would mean for Kon to win it all, like that. Look, Dad, Jason, you're a dad. I'm not a dad. I'm a godfather, and I know how that feels. So I can only imagine the pride that she had in that moment, or just thinking about it. I really hope it happens, not just for the team, but for these parents who have sacrificed so much for them.
Yes, exactly. By the way, I'm sure you noticed she always calls him Kon too. That is literally his name because her husband is Kon. So he is Kon too. We call him Kon, but he is really Kon too to the Knueppel family.
So it's funny, Jason, I am the second. I'm Donald Wine the second. My dad is Donald. But he goes by Don, I go by Donald. So when someone's like, oh, like it's Kon and Kon 2. 2 is actually his middle name, like the Roman numeral 2, I believe is actually his middle name. And that again, if they go by Kon 2, I get that because if she says Kon, there's 2 people turning their head going, yeah, what do you need? So you need to differentiate them somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, a couple of the really quick things we wanted to get to here before we wrap it up and let Donald continue his drive to San Antonio. The first one is this. Jon Scheyer has won a Coach of the Year award. This is the John McClendon Award. John McClendon, a truly legendary coach in the history of basketball. I want to say the first African-American coach to coach a professional basketball team. I may be wrong about that, but I think he was. In any event, Scheyer was named the winner of the John McClendon Award. This is, by the way, not just an award for Division I coaches. Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, all of them are eligible. It is not just about winning. Like Kelvin Sampson won it last year, but Kenny Blakeney at Howard won it 2 years ago. It is a very, very special award. Over the years, it's gone to some obscure coaches. A coach at New Jersey Institute of Technology won it 1 year. It is a coach at Savannah State won it. It is not, automatically for the guy who has the best season in Division I. And for Scheyer to win this award is a wonderful, wonderful tip of the cap to him.
About damn time that he's winning, one of these awards, right? I say that it's his 3rd year. This is the first of hopefully dozens more awards, not just this year, but in years to come. I'm glad that he's being recognized. We've kind of talked all year about how, the Duke name kind of renders him out of a lot of these conversations for all year. But I'm glad that he's being recognized. He's a finalist for the Naismith. He's a finalist for a couple other awards. So I'm glad that he has one under his belt. Again, hope it's the first of many. I'm sure, as I mentioned, he'll trade it all for hoisting a trophy on Monday night. But we as fans, want to see him hoist as many trophies and hold as many awards as he possibly can handle.
And one other award we wanted to mention, collegeinsider.com has named the winner of the Nolan Richardson Player of the Year award. The Nolan Richardson Player of the Year is given to the college basketball player who represents the heart and soul of his team and is a leader both on and off the court, in the community and on the court for his team. The winner of the award this year is Henry Coleman III, former Blue Devil, a beloved kid that we were so sad to see him leave Duke when he chose to go to Texas A&M. He has had 4 great years at Texas A&M, has been a consistent starter for that team, a guy who doesn't need to score a lot of points, grab a lot of rebounds. He just kind of does all the other little things for you. And that Texas A&M club has been really, really good. And it's just, if you'd asked me 5 years ago when you and I first started interviewing Henry Coleman and started to get to know him, is that guy going to win, a special award for on being a leader on and off the court? I would have said, hell yes, he is. And now he's finally done it. And just a wonderful thing for him.
Yeah. Again, we don't keep as good a tabs on the players after they leave as we do when they're at Duke, but we've always kept our eye on Henry Coleman. We've always wished him well. We've always hoped that he would do well. And he has, as you mentioned, Jason, throughout his time at Texas A&M. I hate it was at A&M, but that's another minor thing that we can talk with him whenever we get him back on the show. But I'm really, really happy for him, and congratulations on this award. Nolan Richardson Award is, as you mentioned, it's not the prestigious national awards, but it's an important one. Kind of like the one that Sion James won a couple of weeks ago. It's an important award that needs to be recognized. So I'm glad you were able to let us know about that. And congratulations again to Henry Coleman.
And by the way, the release on this, the press release, points out that Henry Coleman is the only player in Texas A&M history to score 1,200 points, grab 750 rebounds, and get 130 steals. So, dude who fills up the box score. Henry Coleman. God. I remember when he transferred. That stung. I don't know. He would not have had a big role ever at Duke, I don't think. It just wasn't in the cards for him. But man, just a really, really good guy.
But that's taking advantage of the opportunity, right? He said, yep. Hey, he even said when he left Duke, he's like, I don't want to leave Duke, but I understand my role here is going to be limited. I feel like I can do more. And he went to a place where he was able to accomplish that part of his dream. So I'm really happy for him.
All right. With that, we're going to wrap it up here on the latest edition of DBR Bites. Donald is on his way to San Antonio. I'm on my way to having a party with a bunch of my friends on Saturday night. And this is the Duke Band. They're playing us out and taking us to the Final Four. I saw I Whizzle as your login, and I was like, yeah. Is that Chari Nordgaard Knueppel?
It is not. That is me.
You are I Whizzle. Okay.
It's my iPhone.
Gotcha. Was not prepared for that. All right. So talk to me for a second. Where are you? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm literally in a parking lot in Austin. I've just been doing some shopping. I'm about to have dinner with a friend that went to Duke with me, and then drive down to San Antonio from there.
Gotcha. So you're staying in San Antonio tonight?
I'm staying in San Antonio the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I just flew into and out of Austin because it was on points it was cheaper.
Yeah, I would think that Austin would be cheaper, but I get it.
Well, staying in Austin is not actually cheaper because it's the weekend, so there's a lot of bachelorette parties and bachelor parties that come through here. So everything is very pricey all the time. And,
wait. But Austin's like a huge bachelorette destination. I did not know this.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's not the largest, but yes. I mean, there was 3 bachelorette parties on my flight from Chicago.
3 bachelorette parties were on your flight?
Yeah, not like the full one, but there was clearly people in front of me that were talking, okay, here's what we're doing this weekend. And I'm like, I know that itinerary. I know what a bachelor party itinerary looks like.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.